Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Kristen and this is Growing Zone 9B, where we talk about all kinds of things like healing the body, the mind, the body, and the spirit. We talk about, just spirituality. We just kind of venture off on all kinds of fun things to talk about. So today I actually want to talk to you guys about this beautiful flower right here. This is one of my hibiscus. Is it not beautiful? It's got some ants running around in it, but it's so beautiful. This entire plant back here is my pink hibiscus. I have another one here. Super beautiful. It's almost like an apricotish pink color. And so this is where I talk about using these plants for your benefit, right? I have some red ones over here, so let's go check those out too. I like to plant plants that aren't necessarily what I think people would call garden plants. These are more plants that are considered very beautiful, and they are that. So let's look at the red ones real quick, because you got to take, in the beauty while you can. Stop and smell the flowers, right? These are stop and look at the beautiful flowers that are around us. That is just a beautiful red hibiscus. That thing is like the size of my hand. So these flowers, I think I might have some more over here. Yeah, check it out. I have more pink over here. Pink and red. I actually have a white hibiscus, which is kind of more rare around here. I've not ever seen anybody with a white hibiscus. I don't think it's in bloom, but we can go see if it is. So let's talk about the hibiscus. A lot of people, oh, that sounds crunchy. All right, so my white hibiscus is not in bloom right now. Man, that sun is like piercing through the canopy here, so I'm trying to scoot over. Oh, on my swing. Getting old, y'all. Okay, so let's just talk a little bit about the hibiscus plant. So you can absolutely use it for making teas. So I have a dehydrator in the house, and I don't know if we've actually shot any videos with the dehydrator yet, but if not, I'll need to show you guys how that dehydrator works. If not, you can do a natural air drying process with those flowers. You can also use those flowers fresh in tea. A lot of people, I think hibiscus tea is a little more common. It's something that you can basically get at any local grocery store. So I am just straight up reading this. I am not a doctor. You can do your own research. I am just reading to you guys right now. So it says that studies have shown that hibiscus may assist with or aid in weight loss, improve heart and liver health, and even reduce the growth of cancer cells and bacteria. It says it also has benefits of reducing high blood pressure and high levels of LDL or bad cholesterol. It is an anti-inflammatory, it has anti-inflammatory benefits and cardiovascular benefits. So I think that that's a super amazing plant to just keep around, because you never know when you might need it. We might here in the United States get in a situation that, what if you couldn't get to your medicine? How would you treat yourself? What would you do? And how have you educated yourself to, find ways of healing naturally? This is something that I really strongly advise. We have gotten out of the habit of, finding nature to be healing. We have become very reliant on physicians and doctors, and there's nothing wrong with that. We absolutely need our physicians, and we absolutely need our doctors. My brother is a nurse practitioner, so 100% I am grateful for his knowledge and his level of education. But I do feel that there are definitely some pieces that we can do to better help ourselves, and part of that is knowing your surroundings and knowing what you're planting, and plant with positive and good intentions, and know that those plants just aren't necessarily for beauty, that they can be utilized for health and healing. So you can buy hibiscus tea over the counter. Like, you can just go to like I know Whole Foods sells it, because I've actually purchased some from Whole Foods. But you can also get it at like your local grocery stores. You can also order it on Amazon and other locations. Now they make loose leaf tea as well as the little satchels. So whatever works best for you. Hibiscus is not for everyone. Obviously consult with your physician if you feel, or your naturopath, if you feel like, you know, that's something that you'd like to take, do your research. I always encourage you guys to do your research. You don't necessarily have to listen to me or what I have to say. I'm just sharing with you that I have this growing, and so because I do, I take those flowers off the plant. I put them in my dehydrator when they're in full bloom in the springtime or in the summertime. We often get quite a bit of bloom off of these plants, and I have so much of them, like, I wouldn't say so much of them, but enough of them growing around here that they really are very beneficial. And I keep them around intentionally because most people don't know that you can utilize that product or that flower for a healing purpose. And so while it would take a lot of flowers and a lot of drinking to kind of probably get a lot of people where they need to be, this is the beginning steps of a lifestyle change. So for me, this just isn't you know, you're gonna start taking it and all of a sudden feel like 100% better. Absolutely not. This is something that is long term. It's like exercise. What I do here is a form of exercise. You are changing your mentality. You are changing the way you think. You are changing the way you consume food. And we have to take a more conscious effort in our consumption practices. Most of us, I'm just being real, like most of us, and I was that person at one point, that would just shovel food in your face and you just don't think about how that food is affecting you. And so I would really like for our next generation to become more conscious eaters and really focus on just a slower movement and a slower mentality of like consumption, instead of like stopping when you're, you know, to eat when you're completely starved. Is just take more effort and better steps towards not only eating healthy, eating raw, eating organic, eating from your garden, but taking a more conscious effort in creating your own food. So instead of getting a granola bar at the store, maybe make your own granola. That way you know all the ingredients and everything that was put into it. Plus, you hopefully made that with love and you've learned something new and different. And you're creating these practices in yourself, and we're going back to this old way of thinking that we have really lost generationally. We have become so attached to just being able to go to the store and picking something up instead of just, you know, going and making these things. So I think it's really important that we go back to what, you know, maybe our grandparents or our great-grandparents were doing. We have to find better ways to help ourselves, and that's just one small step of, you know, creating something better for yourself, and that's drinking a hibiscus tea, because hibiscus tea is just very beneficial for the body overall, and it's a nice floral scent. It has this nice aroma to it, and it's very calming and it's very relaxing. So if it's something that you would like to consider drinking in the future, make sure that you do your research. Always do your research, but find better ways for healing the body. Nature has everything that we need. You know, there is I think it's Revelations 22:2, and I've posted it in one of my other videos, and that is the leaves were for the healings of the nation. So the leaves of the trees were for the healing of the nations, and I've never like really quite grasped that until I started growing my own food and really paying attention to consumption and what's happening in the world. I've talked about this before. In Azerbaijan, there's videos on YouTube. You can literally type in Azerbaijan, and there's these like cooking videos where people are just cooking like right from their house. Like they're taking their chickens and doing what they gotta do with their chickens, and they're making their own food, and they're getting their herbal teas and their fruits and their veggies seasonally. So how they're doing that, you know, I don't know. They may not be good practices. That's not what I'm here to say. Is I'm here to say is that they appear to have gone back. All right, everyone, so I really hate GoPro. I've told y'all that. So my camera just shut off in the middle of me having a conversation with you guys. So I'll just go ahead and end this video because I know it's gonna do it again. All right, so as always, guys, you're getting the point of what's happening. If I need to go back and repeat some of this information, I will. But as always, love one another, be kind, and I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much. Get out there, get your hands dirty, touch the earth, and start grounding yourself and make that connection, because we all need our energy to be positive energy to be dispersed in this world. So keep loving one another, keep your head up, and keep going on this journey with me. All right, until next time, I'll see you guys soon.